Share what was going on this morning. I woke up and I'm like, okay, today's gonna be a really smooth day. I don't know, that just popped in my head. So like I go downstairs to make like a cup of coffee, and then I realized there's no milk. So I keep the coffee on the table and I go back upstairs, get dressed to go to the Starbucks to get coffee. And then when I'm going back down, like 10 minutes later, like 5 minutes later, whatever, I realize that there's milk in the sink, the frosting. I'm like, okay, so I go make coffee. And then basically my whole day was like anytime I want to do something, it was like delayed 5 minutes. So like also FiveAlive. I'm like, okay, FiveAlive is starting. It's just it starts up with me and Isaac, and then like everyone goes before me. So I'm like 5 minutes later. Whatever. My day it's like 5 minutes off today. Oh, but the crazy point is the reason why I'm sharing this is that I was trying to get a little frustrated. I'm like, hey, I'm just trying to have a good day, like what's going on? And then Svi sends me a video on to appreciate Hashgacha Pratis. So I feel like that's good to keep in my head. Hashgacha Pratis, calm myself down. Everything's happening for a reason.
Good gesagt, Reb Abe. I love it. I love it. You just changed it a tiny drop and it sounds so different. Eretz. Oh, I got Haaretz and I got Eretz. Eretz. Desire. Like the Reish and the Tzaddik. Ratzon, Ratz, or whatever. Anyways, Ratz means quickly, but anyways, that's my thought. After 40 days, the spies returned to the camp and reported their findings. But then, with the exception of Caleb and Joshua, they made their fatal mistake, drawing their own conclusions from the evidence that they had gathered. Rather than letting Moses interpret it, they concluded that the land could not be conquered. So, first of all, good to see you all. Thank you for joining and for sharing and for participating and for being present and putting in the effort, all the good stuff. I have been discussing a little bit the idea of FiveAlive, and I came to like a new conclusion. So I always like associated FiveAlive with Farbrengens. Like it's a Farbrengen. We have a text. We do have text, but we're Farbrengen about it. We're talking about it. And part of it for bringing is that you're trying to get to a point where you can express and speak from your heart. Yes.
That's my favorite word.
Yossi, do you know what your word is?
Nope.
Okay, I'll tell you what your word is. Your word is Oicheles. And we can see your feet, but we can't see your face.
What? Oh, because my word is Eichel, you're tempting me to eat a donut. But I don't want a donut. But I do want a donut. But I want a donut.
Well, what's your word?
Eicheles, pizza. I mean donut. It gave in. Everyone must get jealous. I'm eating a nice chocolate donut now. It's amazing. So I have this guy working in my store now. So he's an annoying guy. This guy over here. So I don't care. Let me just make sure that the register is locked. Yep, it's locked. Yeah. It's amazing to be at FiveAlive like every morning. When the link goes live, it's like there's nothing to do about me. I'm busy. No matter what. So yeah. Cheers. Shulam.
Yosh Vaha. Donut. Yeah, see, not only does that donut look good, it also sounds good. Rafi, I didn't believe this day would come that I'd see you a day after you said I wouldn't see you for a long time. It's good to see you. Yeah, make sure you're hydrated. Ooh, that reminds me, I gotta stay hydrated. Yeah, I'll read. I'm not sure where we are holding in the text.
I only read the first paragraph.
The pitfalls of the spiritual life. Haaretz Ashar Avarnu ba lasur isa eretz echelas yoshveha he v'gaimer b'midbar yud gimel amid beis. The spy said, "The land we traveled through to inspect is a land that consumes its inhabitants." Numbers 13:32.
Shalom Maris. Your word is he.
He, she. I think like God made a miracle or something that when the Bnei Israel were going to, when the spies were in the land looking for stuff, like there was a ton of graves, like everyone died or something. So that was a miracle to scare the people and show them that the land could be conquered. But I don't get why he was trying to show them that it could be conquered when then the spy said that it couldn't be conquered. And I think Moshe did have to send spies, or else they were all gonna stone him. Like they were like, really pissed. So that's why he sent spies. I think because he said if you want. And yeah, the fruit was like mad big, and it took 6 people to carry, I think, a pomegranate or something like that. Like 6 people they had 2 sticks on both sides of the fruit, and they had to carry it. Like it was really heavy, and said that they look like an ant in the eye of the giant or something. And I think there's like some Chassidus or Rashi behind it, but I kind of forgot it, even though I learned it like yesterday. But it's like just like I don't know, whatever, pass.
Wow, good stuff, Shalom. Yasher Koyach. Rafi, your word is v'gomer.
Hell week. So basically, I literally have 3-4 hours before I need to be at a park where we're gonna get the shit beaten out of us for 3 days with no sleep.
What
I
are you doing
literally.
now?
What am I doing now? I'm waiting. I'm literally gonna go have a rest for 2 hours.
Even though stop filming Austin?
He's not talking to me. So yeah, so I'm gonna go sleep for 2 hours. But I saw the chat, I saw the link, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna come on for a minute and say hello to everyone. So what's up, Abba? How's it going? I love the bid, man. Keep it strong. Keep it going. Isaac, as usual. How's it going? Shalom, Coops, and all the other special people out there. Hope you have an awesome day. And if you guys want to say a spare prayer for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Pass, and I'll see you in like 3 days. Peace.
Mic drop. Okay. Abba.
If I believe my word is Bamidbar. Wow, it's like the 4th day in a row or something. I'm getting Bamidbar. So I'm gonna go again with the desert. That's just what comes to my head. By the way, just a small fact about my beard situation. So like I noticed that whenever I finally like fully like get my brain to accept how big my beard is, it gets like a little bit bigger right after that. But not only that, after I noticed how it got bigger, and now I'm like, oh my God, it's getting bigger. There's more new people saying, yo, I love your beard. So God's really helping me out here. He's making me calm down, which is great. Also, just wanted to share with everyone. I told Isaac already. I was texting someone that he should join FiveAlive today, and instead of writing, you should join FiveAlive today, I wrote, you should FiveAlive today. And then I'm like, I actually like it because FiveAlive isn't something you join. It's something you live. It's like a lifestyle. You should FiveAlive today. You should like, I don't know, whatever. It's just cool. I like FiveAlive. It opens, listen, talking. It's really keeps your head straight. It's good. It's good to hear other people's stuff. And yeah, that's all I wanted to share. Thank you.
As usual, impeccable timing. Yud Gimel. Yud Gimel is
Midas.
my turn. Yud Gimel. How am I supposed to think my own thoughts now? Now I want to say Midas, but I don't want to say Midas. I want to say my own thought. It was a good one. It was a good one. Now I have to think of okay, hold on. Yud Gimel is manly. Wow, that was very hard for me to, come up with something different. That was Shkayach Yassi for that challenge. What did I want to say? Actually, it was very funny because recently I've been texting like that. I've been saying FiveAlive, like, did you FiveAlive, or we should FiveAlive, or like, I'm pretty sure I could check the WhatsApp, and I've been writing it like that recently. So cool, we're in sync. And yes, you do have a beautiful beard. And good luck, Sarafi. And Shalom, Shalom Maris, you're on fire today with all the chitas and stuff. And I do want to respond. I'm pushing out of time. Yassi Cooper. Now it's your turn.
What's my new
The
word?
word is Lamed Beis.
Parak. Heart. Leave. Heart. Yeah. So this is something funny I saw. An ambulance. You turned on the sirens to cross Coney Island Avenue, which is a big street, to turn left. So basically crossing one lane, and is literally going so slow through the stop sign, stopping in the middle of the street, continuing to go straight. It's like such an abuse of power. I'm not gonna say which hospital the thing is from, but maybe there was an emergency and they didn't know exactly where to go, so they had to check up, give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yassi, can we see your face? Oh.
That was not your turn, Isaac. Just because you set it up doesn't mean you have the right to intervene in everyone's turn, as you hate when I do it by your turn. And Shulem. When is it my turn over? Like 10 seconds? I need to see the timer. 10. Shulem.
Wow.
I don't know my word, so I'll pick ba.
Haaretz, the first word.
Haaretz. Cats. That's it. It's a good thing you didn't say the name of the hospital, because I was getting ready to put on my shoes and just run out of my house and just attack the hospital. So it's a good thing you held back. You saved them. I haven't really been present this FiveAlive, so I'm just gonna settle down right now and listen to everyone. What about the reading? Where's that holding? Did anyone read the long one?
We're up to the spies.
Yeah, okay. So the spies' heightened but misdirected spiritual orientation led them astray. The spies wanted to experience life and pursue godliness unencumbered by the distractions of materiality. In the desert, the Jewish people were protected by the clouds of glory, sustained by the manna and the well of Miriam, and all their physical needs were fully attended to. They were literally living in times of Mashiach. All the time was spent in the study of Torah, meditation, and in prayer. The spies were repulsed by the notion of entering the real world, where we must waste time.
Thank you, Shalom. Shalom Maris, you are up. Your word is asher.
That they didn't want to leave Gan Eden, basically. Like they or maybe the opposite. Because he just said that they didn't want to go into the real world. Like they just wanted to be in the midbar and learn Torah the whole time, and not have to actually do stuff like work or make money or have to get food or because they had everything where they were. They had money, they had all that stuff, and then they didn't need to do anything for it. But so that's why they didn't. So really, that's why the spies said that they said that they can't conquer it. They knew that they could. They just wanted to have it easy and just learn the whole time. Yeah, pass. Gotta go.
Thank you, Shalom. Abba Barnu.
Varnu. I don't know what this word means, but the first word that came to my head was nakedness, I guess, because of, or I don't know, whatever. I don't know why I came up, but whatever. Bareness, basically like being your true self. There's no nothing covering you up. It's just like your honesty, your full on you. Um, yeah, I really don't know what to say, so I'm just gonna start talking. Like, why not? Oh, so yesterday, I don't know how we got into this conversation. It was just pretty funny. We were talking about Paro and Moshe. Or it wasn't yesterday, it was Shabbos. And basically, Paro was 1 amma high with a 1 amma beard, and he was 1 amma wide. So you look like a little bit like crazy, right? Like he's a huge, tiny person. And Moshe was like 15 ammas high with the stutter. So I'm just trying to picture that conversation about leaving Egypt and everything. It was probably a little bit funnier than like the way we picture. It wasn't all like intense and power, and stuff like that. Or maybe it was. I don't know. I don't really know. But it just shows that like height or whatever, like intimidating stuff like that. Like they don't really matter. Just what you are, what you have, and stuff like that. That stuff is good, Kilachan.
Yeah, sure. Koyach. Va arrive. So there's so much like fuel here for like good conversation. There really is a lot of good stuff. So shkoyach, everybody. Let me just continue what Shalom's in the middle of reading, or should I wait? Let Shalom read it. Yeah, let Shalom read it. Okay, fine. I'll let you finish it. Sounds good. So Shalom Maris is saying some really amazing stuff. My question is, why were they wrong? How are the spies wrong? Because you said that they wouldn't, they didn't want to get involved in the world. They wanted to sit and learn Torah and have the mun and stuff. So that sounds like it's right. No, no, no. Like Shalom Schwartzberg was saying, that's like times of Mashiach. They were living times of Mashiach. So if that's times of Mashiach, all right. So then that's how it should be. Why would they want to leave that? So they should be right. And Shalom Aros was saying, like in Gan Eden, why would anybody want to leave Gan Eden? So I think that those are good things. And I do want to mention that it also, since you're mentioning some Midrashim also explain that Pare had like a shmekel that was like a mile long. So add that to the weirdness of that conversation. God bless you. He just farted a little bit. Okay. Yasi, it's your turn. Your word is lasur.
Yeah, I'm having my snack right now.
Yasi, your word is lasur.
Lasur snack. So who opened the door? Nah, it's just a stupid worker. Andre, why are you opening the door? There's 210 calories in this, and how many calories in this? 80. They're same. Look at the size difference. This much extra gives you 120 more calories. This is gluten-free, fat-free. I don't know. I'm just bored and hungry. Decided to have some snacks. So yeah. Why are you staring at my food, Isaac? I have drinks right near me, and I'm sitting on top of drinks right now. This is the only place where it's quiet, and that customer walked in, so I have to go out. What's up? Can't open the register right now. Like what? You need like what do you need? I only have one. I only have 100. Only have 100.
You want to change it? Or?
Sure.
Shalom Schwarzberg?
Well, so his was the source. So Isa, ear, whichever ear you want, like Hebrew, English. I don't mind reading it, but now I like feel obliged to, even if I wanted to say something else. So, okay, I'll just finish it. Working for our daily bread. The vision of a life devoted to expanding our divine consciousness, unburdened by material distractions, is of course praiseworthy. This vision has inspired us to yearn throughout history for the Messianic era when the materiality of the world will no longer distort our spiritual focus. Well, look at that. I could have finished the paragraph. I might as well have written this book and come up with all these ideas myself. Yeah. Oh, you juuling is making me really want to jewel, so like, no, I don't want to jewel anymore. That's me. Oh, so we were talking a lot about like sleeping in dreams last night, and like last night I had an amazing sleep. So I don't, and like I definitely took you guys' advice, made sure my thoughts were clean throughout the day, and it definitely translated into a perfect night's sleep.
Shalom Maris.
I can't really talk right now, honestly. What's my word, John?
Eretz.
Israel. Okay, I can't talk because I'm carrying carpets upstairs.
Okay. So if that's the case, then Abba, it's your turn. Your word is oicheles.
Oicheles, eating. So, I want to just first of all to finish off first I'm going to say what Coops was saying, right? You're trying to compare the candies. That's what we're trying to say before, right? Like Pi was 1 amma and like Moshe was 15 ammas. Like the size of one candy was smaller than the other. It doesn't make a difference. But what's inside of what matters the most. Now to finish up what Isaac was saying was I heard this like really amazing speech when I was in Shir Gimel was leaving. They were saying that like the time in yeshiva is like the time in the desert, right? Everything is kind of given to you. The teachers are dedicated for you. They're there for you to grow, right? The mun was given for you. The all the stuff that the Torah was given for us and stuff like that. And then when they went to Israel, it wasn't like they were going to get money anymore. Now they have to go out to work and plant and actually make their own food. So I feel like that's kind of where my step in my life is right now. I just finished yeshiva and I got to start life, and I have to take everything that was given to me in the midbar, all the godliness that was there, and just bring it to Israel. So that's me coming from everything I learned in yeshiva and just applying it to wherever it is I'm going to be going in my next stage. So pressure's on.
L'chaim. V'levracha. Yoshveha. Rest. I don't know. Hopefully, Shalom Maris can hear me. I know he was mentioning before. There's a few different ideas. One thing that he mentioned was about the difference between spies and scouts. So I appreciate that idea. And And in short, I was sharing before, which I really like this concept about how we are working on ourselves, that we also have a mission that we're given to work on ourselves, to check what we're capable of. And Hashem is telling us, check yourself out, discover yourself and figure out how to accomplish this, how to conquer it, how to take charge. And in the end, what we not in the end, but sometimes we we give excuses and we respond with a completely different mission. And we're saying, "Oh, I can't." And God's saying, "I didn't ask you if you could or you can't. I asked you, how can you?" And I think that's really profound. So also the idea about grasshoppers and the giants is that we look to ourselves like grasshoppers next to them. Oh, Yossi.
Time for snack number
What's
2.
your word?
Snack.
Come on, make it meaningful, will you?
What's
Okay,
my
I'll tell you
word?
your word. Your word is no, no, yeah, Yoshua. No. He is your word.
He is crazy. Huh? Well, I'm gonna eat this right now. And taste amazing. But baka yung may kind of sound now. Okay. Isaac, yeah, it's boring here, of course. Like, I want one customer every 3 minutes. That's it, no more. So I have 3 minutes to use my phone between each customer. Yeah. It's I just my father told me to call this person. Hopefully he'll be able to get me a good job after VIP. So I'll call him back later soon. But yeah, this looks amazing. Isaac, you want some? I'm shipping it through. Yeah, enjoyed it. Isaac's frozen. Shulem.
Thank you so much, Shalom.
Oh, yeah. Okay. My word is Aichalas. Wait, no, he said he, so the Geimer. The Geimer, Gaim. Abedlo is a very cool, and like candy. What's inside? Very nice, very nice. I like that. It's so weird. Like I'm well rested. I'm just very out of it. So it's like everything everyone's saying is like sort of just going over my head. I'm trying to stay focused, but like as the session goes on, I keep slouching lower and lower on the couch. So that's what's happening. Yes, I could still hear you slurping and slurping, so I'm gonna put you on mute. So okay, I'll read. Nonetheless, this yearning must be balanced with humble submission to God's plan. The purpose of life is to live within mundane reality, revealing the godliness concealed within it. Only by entering the material world can God's essence be found, through fulfilling his commandments on the physical plane. Like I've heard this so many times, like when discussing God. I mean, obviously, like there's something very unique about having our own perspective and not part of God himself, as if we were our own. Oh, I'm done.
Yeah, thanks, Shalom. I really want to hear what you have to say. Shalom Maris, are you able to speak now? Your word would be Bamidbar, if yes.
Egypt, because it's godless. No, I don't know. The only reason I'm saying stuff, by the way, is because I just learned on Shelach. Like, that's like the only reason. But I just want to, like, I know it's like hard to. You have like 5 kids and they're all under the age of 5. Like, I know how hard it is, but I don't know. I just want like a set time for FiveAlive. Like, it's very annoying when I wake up early and then I go to Minion at 6:30 and then I try to like be prepared for everything, and then there's like, I don't know. I know it's hard, but I don't know if you wouldn't mind us starting before, or Coops could set it up or something. No, like I know it's hard, and I thank you for doing this because, like, we're not even in school anymore. Like, we shouldn't even when we were in school. I know it's hard, but so yeah, I just wanted to thank you. But also, if you could see if we could have a set time for FiveAlive.
Yasher Koyach Shalom.
Do you know where the vacuum is?
I have no idea.
Who?
I have no idea where the vacuum is.
You know the vacuum?
No.
The vacuum?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Let me know if you find it. Hey, Shalom, can you go on mute?
Oh, okay.
Was that okay for me or for someone? Oh, yeah. Abba, you are up. Your word is Yud Gimel.
I'm gonna go back with the beard. Yud Gimel, Rachamim. 13 attributes of mercy. It's amazing how there's so many attributes of mercies. You would think there would be like one or two, but there's like 13. Yeah. Yes. Shalom already finished reading. It's pretty crazy. So basically, the way God made it was that he gave us our own like consciousness and stuff like that, our own like desires and stuff like that, in order for us to want to bring godliness down to the world. That's like the best. I'm saying, think about it in like your own life. Either I could ask Isaac to like do me a favor, or there's another level where I would love for Isaac to want to do me that favor. It's a whole different perspective. So we could either do stuff for God because God told us, but the end goal is to do it because we just want to connect to God. We want to do it because that's what God wants, which is a very hard thing to do. I'm saying for some, I'm sure there's some things that are easy. You know, you appreciate them. Like we were talking about Shabbos earlier, right? So there's either you could keep Shabbos because whatever, because that's just what I'm going to do, or I'm going to keep Shabbos because I like it. And then there's a whole new level that I'm going to keep Shabbos because God wants me to keep Shabbos. I don't know how to get there. I'm sure it takes many, many, many years of practice. But I'm saying it's just whatever, just a very interesting idea. That's like a really hard level to get to. Am I up?
Yeah.
Chasidei Shemayim, your turn.
Lamed Beis. Love. Very similar to Yassi's Perek, Lamed Beis, and then heart, live, good stuff. But it's really good. What I would like to say is I'm going to try not to state the obvious. So what I'm going to try to speak is to you, but about me. So basically, the way that it works is that you are born, and when you're born, you're completely selfish, 100% selfish. The only thing you care about is yourself. You're sleeping, you're eating, you're drinking, whatever it is, that's it. And as you get older, you pretty much, your whole world is based around yourself. And then slowly but surely, your job is to become less selfish, less self-centered, and more, other people oriented. And you start caring for family, you start caring for siblings, you start caring for friends. And then as you get older, let's say you become a shliach, and then you're totally a big jump, and then you're totally not about you, you're about the people. And then you become married, and then you're not about you, you're about your wife, and then you get kids, and then you're completely about your kids. Yeah. Yassi.
Okay, thanks. Isaac, I hope your beard is Haaretz United. Altois Habriyos, United States. Thank God all of us in this video calls in the United States. Unfortunately, one person isn't. Sorry for his loss. As you could see, when I was going to take my drink, I was aiming for the Coke, and then a Malach pushed me towards the seltzer to go healthy. So yeah, that's what I have right now. Sitting on top of, I don't even know, Snapple. That's what I'm sitting on. I feel bad for the person who buys this. Because I am sitting on it. It's not that uncomfortable. It's actually pretty comfortable. I don't, because it's the only place actually I'm able to sit that's indoors, that's not cold like in the front, because the and is quiet, and there's a place I can lean my back on. So every place outside, there's this I can lean. I sit on a crate but to lean my back, but then it's too hot. Then I sit by the cash register. There's nothing to lean my back on. So because there's a sink, and so then I sit here, Shelach,
W.
and I have something.
Yeah,
Shelach.
A shower.
On mute. Thank you so much.
A shower. Wash. So first of all, I'm curious what's happening to Hangouts, because you mentioned something about it being like changed up a bit. I wonder what we're gonna do after, and also what's happening to it. We're still gonna be able to use it. So what I was saying before is that it's cool and all that God wants to make us a separate consciousness. It just sounds like a medical experiment or something. Just it's like, oh, let me see what would happen if I gave other I created things that had the idea, like the illusion of their own consciousness or whatever, their own consciousness, whatever you want to call it. What's being achieved here for an infinite God? Like what can we be adding onto a God that has infinite power? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Not much else. But I mean, also like another thing I'm asking myself is, why do I really care? Does it really matter to me? It does matter to me, but like, will it change? Like, if I got an answer, would that change the way I'm approaching things? And if it does, then it's important that I pursue the answer. If not, then I shouldn't.
Shalom Maris. Your word is a Varnu.
Isaac, I'm
I
just
didn't
telling
hear.
you, the YouTube is on the.
I didn't hear the word that you said.
A Varnu.
Passing. Past tense. Like like something already happened. Um, there's a bunch of cat hair all over this carpet, and it smells like crap. I hate cats because they're very like sneaky. Like dogs are way better. Cats are vicious. Like they sneak around, tiptoe everywhere in the middle of the night, and they have yellow eyes. Okay, I don't have anything like spiritual to say, so just pass.
All right, Shalom. Thank you. Abba.
Where is it, buddy? Ba. Va. Weekdays. So I actually like what Isaac was saying, because when I think about it, I was learning this mimer during Rosh Hashanah time, and I don't think it was a mimer. I think it was like I think it was like the Alter Rebbe. I don't remember. So it was saying that we give God three crowns, right? And then like we go through the whole mimer and what the three crowns are. So I believe one of them is to give God as our mother or as our father. Could be as our father. Yeah, to give as our father. And then, oh no, God gives us three crowns. I think one as his kids, one as his daughter, and then another one as his wife, and then the trippiest part was one as his mother. So I feel like these are the levels that Isaac was trying to get to, right? So there's the first level, the selfish level of doing God's stuff because God's our father, we want to, we just, the relationship you have with your father. I mean, I don't know how you guys have your relationship with your father, but whatever. The way I do is you kind of do it because that's what he said, right? When you're a kid, that's just what he does. And then being God's wife, right? So God's kind of given over to you, and you're kind of given over to God in that same relationship level, which I don't know of yet because I'm not married. And then the highest level, I guess, would be as God's mother, is that we just that Isaac was saying, when you have a kid, like you give everything for your kid, you become completely selfless, and you just want to do it for your kid. So
Wow. Lasur added. Abba, that was phenomenal. Thank you very much. It was well said, well put. Well put. Yassi, I really want to hear what you had to say by your turn. That was Hashem Yisbarach. It was very important, something about YouTube. And when Sham, when you were saying before, I was thinking, if I ever think about what makes me think the way that I think, like what makes you think like that? Because, and also like I was just saying, there's so many different ways of the relationship could be, and somehow I could also think of like, is this whole thing pointless? What is this, like a doctor doing an experiment? Just doing, like, having fun, or like what could we possibly add to him? And what, like, what causes me to put God into different boxes? Like, for example, that one, like as a doctor doing an experiment, or as anything, any kind of way of thinking. Like, what makes me think in that way? I think that's important, because when I pay attention to what is making me think like this, I can see if it's coming to a good, like you finished off. Is this leading me to a good place? Is there a point to this? Yassi, please go ahead. Your word is Isa.
What I wanted to say, Isa, YouTube is on the is only showing the learning, the paper. That's what I wanted to say. And so no one could see my face right now, besides for let's see, let's see, Isaac, could you fix it? Could you fix it, Isaac? I still see YouTube. I'm looking. Now I see myself. See my picture of my of me going paintball at the end of the first year of Masifta in a white shirt, because I was I don't even know why I wore a white shirt. I don't know. Whatever. The Piacerone. Shulem.
I get another turn? I guess I do. Sorry, I'm just not paying attention. I thought that was my last turn, so I don't know which word is mine.
Yeah, well, we are done. Bing.
All right, thank
Unless
you.
you want to say something, I'll be more than happy to hear.
No, I didn't have anything in mind to say, so I will leave it for tomorrow.
Sheikh now. Have a wonderful day, everybody.